Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Excellencies, esteemed international guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. After having been part of the COP21 and COP22 here in Marrakesh, it's a true honor for me to be back to this city to discuss a crucial topic today, which is upskilling our talent to capture the opportunities in the green hydrogen sector. As highlighted by the National Strategy for Sustainable Development in Morocco, the transition to green energy and sustainable industries is not just an environmental necessity, but an economic opportunity. According to estimates, these sectors alone are expected to create more than 400,000 jobs by 2040, according to a recent declaration by Minister Leila Ben Ali, Minister of Energy Transition and Sustainable Development. These numbers highlight the vast potential awaiting us, particularly for our youth. The transformation we have seen in industries like renewable energy, green hydrogen, and circular economies is opening unprecedented opportunities for young talent, especially in regions like Middle East and North Africa. But in order to harness this potential, we must adapt. Our education systems, training methods, and industry partnerships need to evolve to meet the demands of the new economy, preparing a workforce that can drive us forward toward a greener future. Today's session is dedicated to exploring how we can achieve this. How do we fill the critical skills gap? How do we foster international collaboration and public-private partnerships that not only provide training, but create pathways to employment? And just as importantly, how do we ensure that this transition is inclusive, fostering diversity and gender equality as we build the future of green hydrogen? I'm excited to welcome from different backgrounds distinguished speakers that I would like to present. So I have on my left Mrs. Maya Demnati. Maya is regional representative, EMEA, for Horizon Educational. As a communication scientist, she's deeply committed in promoting green hydrogen, implementing inclusive STEM education and cycling. With H2GP Foundation, she works on integrating innovative STEM education programs across diverse schools, universities, institutions, and industries. She's currently focused on fostering community and professional growth in Morocco and Africa. With Women in Green Hydrogen, her team's efforts are organizing impactful networking events and multiple activities for inclusion and social impact. I would go to Hind. Dr. Hind Saleh, she's Managing Director of Abcure Entrepreneurial Institute. As an impact-oriented entrepreneur, Dr. Hind is a researcher in the field of university-based entrepreneurial ecosystems. She has more than 15 years of experience in IT development and entrepreneurship infrastructure management, and she has been traveling the world to gather solid knowledge, a professional expertise in diverse sectors. She has been across Asia, Africa, USA, and she aspires to make an impactful use of her university and corporate experience in building and sustaining entrepreneurial ecosystems. Mr. Ashraf Lihyawi is the chairman of the board of the Training Institutes for Renewable Energy and Energy Efficiency. He's an international expert in renewable energy and also ocean water desalination across multiple countries in Germany, Europe, and other countries. Mr. Michael Cho, his South Korean name goes by Sundae, if I'm not mistaken. Am I right? Thank you. So Michael is currently a business developer at Korea Testing and Research Institute. He has been working since 2014, and he manages government-funded global projects aimed at advancing renewable energy and metrology systems. His recent role including project manager of the Morocco task that we will hear about today, leading solar equipment testing and certification systems, and managing energy efficiency projects. So without further ado, I would turn to our distinguished panelists with the first question. We talk about critical skills gaps. So can each one of you please share with us what are those critical skills gaps? Mr. Ashraf, to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed colleagues and partners, distinguished guests, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to Irizen and the organizer of Power to X Summit for this privilege of participating of this pivotal moment in green hydrogen. I have the honor of serving the chairman of the board of at IFMIRI. It's truly an honor to stand before you today as a representative of the Trink Institute for Renewable Energy Efficiency, and Energy Efficiency, widely recognized as IFMIRI. Our institute, strategically located in Tangier, in the north of Morocco, in Oujda, in the east of the kingdom, and Ouarzazate, were established to align with Morocco's national energy strategy. This initiative is the result of remarkable public-private partnership formalized on 2011 in the presence of His Majesty King Mohammed VI, may God assist him. The collaboration units key shareholders, including state authorities responsible for professional trainings, Energy Ministry and Sustainable Development, along with prominent organizations such National Office of Electricity and Drinking Water, OINI, the Moroccan Agency for Energy Efficiency, AMI, and the Moroccan Agency for Sustainable Energy, MAZEN. Our initiative has also received invaluable support for international partners, including the European Union, the French Development Agency, AFD, and German International Cooperation Agency, GIZ. In just a few years, IFMIRI has emerged as a cornerstone of professional training in renewable energy and energy efficiency. We are proud to produce highly skilled, specialized technicians capable of meeting the dynamic demand of our sector, renewable energy and hydrogen production. Our trainings programs are diverse, focusing on three primary areas: energy efficiency, wind energy systems, and solar energy systems. Our initial training courses, which are free and certified by the state, cater to graduates of scientific and technical baccalaureate, guided by an innovative, competency-based approach. These programs ensure that 60% of training's time is dedicated to practical work and internship, thus guarantees our training's successful professional integration. So I will come to be quick. I will come to your question about the skills. The effectively support to Power to X value chain a diverse array of critical skills is essential. This includes a deep understanding of hydrogen production technologies, renewable energy integration strategy, and the ability to assess hydrogen storage and transportation solutions. Additionally, expertise in regulatory frameworks, economic analysis, and safety protocols is equal vital. Educational institutions can adapt to meet these needs by implementing flexible dynamic curricula that evolve alongside technological advancement and market demands. This can be achieved by engaging with industry stakeholders to ensure that training programs are tailored to the specific competencies required in this field. Collaborative initiatives such as internships and apprenticeships provide practical experience that complement theoretical learning. Moreover, institutions should incorporate interdisciplinary approach that blend engineering, economics, and environmental science and policy studies. This will equip students with a holistic understanding of Power to X landscape. Institutions can also leverage a digital platform to blend the learning experiences, ensuring accessibility and enhancing engagement among students.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ashraf. I would turn to Hind. You come from the university world. So adding to what Mr. Ashraf said, What are, in your opinion, those critical skills that need to be developed in this ecosystem?
Okay, thank you very much, Nizha, for the presentation, and thank you for introducing, making this very kind introduction from you. On my perspective from the university side, I would not speak about skills, but I would more speak about a posture, entrepreneurial approach that needs to be adopted by students who are the future actors of the job market within the Power to X era. So generally we speak about something we call the entrepreneurial orientation of a mindset, speaking about exactly 5 important skills to measure how how these people or these future actors or employees will be entrepreneurial in their posture, in their position to tackle those challenges. So first scale is the innovativeness, so the ability to think out of the box, the ability to be solution oriented, to find solution, because what creates value, speaking about value chain after, is creating solutions, finding solution to the problem. And here we are in the middle of the critical climate change reality, and the main focus would be about finding solution. And here where universities are called to be positioned as source of solutions for the climate change. So innovativeness. Second scale, which is risk taking, so taking action, so not only thinking about new ideas or thinking out of the box, but also taking action out of it. So have the courage to take unconventional decisions and actions on it. Third scale, which is related, which is the proactivity. So be proactive, be dynamic, because we are living in a changing world. I mean, the only constant thing is change. We have been, I think the more we grow, the more we notice this. Then the fourth scale is the ability to deal with the competitive, aggressive competitiveness. So the market, the environment will not be always soft. There will be some hostility that you need to face. So you need to face, to be able to have the skills and the mental attitude, and also the mental capability to deal with the aggressivity of competitiveness. And last but not least, which is the autonomy, scale of autonomy. So I call my students not to wait for someone to tell you what to do. You should be able to know what to do and to do it. So generate these are the 5 skills I would speak about in order to have this entrepreneurial posture and to be oriented toward entrepreneurship and create value out of Power to X area. Thank you.
I love this 5th one, to be self-driven and able to manage oneself, especially in a VUCA environment, very versatile and changing. How about you, Sunday? What are the critical skills that needs to be developed in this ecosystem to capture the opportunity?
Yes. Salam alaikum. Yeah. Hello, everyone. My name is Songdae. My English name is Michael Shaw. I'm very honored to be here as a speaker, the first edition of World PTX Summit. So regarding the Neza's question, so regarding the critical skill in the hydrogen, I briefly answered. So I think the clean hydrogen certification is very important. The Korean government introduced the clean hydrogen certificate system early this year. So my company, the KTC is a Korea Testing and Certificate Institute, was also designated a testing laboratory for the clean hydrogen certification. The criteria to classify the level of clean hydrogen is quite different depending on the countries. So we are in the middle of research on how to develop the methodology like LCA, life cycle assessment, repairing the things from EU or UK. The pivotal thing is how to define the amount of carbon dioxide in the process of producing hydrogen. If possible, I would like to do joint research with Merck and other countries about this topic. But both countries have to develop training programs collaboratively because this is an early stage. That's all. Yeah.
Thank you very much. So I think our three speakers have covered a lot of skills already. So how about you, Maya? Anything to add in terms of the skills needed?
Yes, thank you. Thank you first for having me here. I'm very honored to be in the fantastic world of Power to X. Thank you very much for the presentation also. And yes, it has been said already. So for my part, seeing the complexity of the whole value chain, I would say it is interdisciplinary. So I would also underline the work in team, right? To be able to communicate and to exchange experiences, because we need skills in engineering, in physics, in chemistry, in environment science. So those are many many fields, and for that, I think students could be motivated to be also able to think in different areas also, and to collaborate. That's what I would add to all of what has been said for now.
Thank you very much. So we have set the scene that the skills that need to be developed, according to our distinguished panelists, flow from hard skills like hydrogen technology, renewable energy technology, sustainable development, chemical and physics industry understanding, to soft skills like entrepreneurial mindset, collaboration, certification, and also some support skills like Mr. Ashraf spoke about, understanding the legal environment ecosystem, digital skills. So we see that it's an interdisciplinary range of skills that needs to be developed. So we would now dive into how the ecosystem is supporting these skills by starting with you, Mr. Ashraf. So in the Institute, how do you collaborate with industry partners, and what can you tell us about the public-private partnerships for achieving this challenge?
Okay. Public partnerships are instrumental in scaling trainings efforts and enhancing expertise development within the Power to X sectors by aligning the objectives of the state and the private sector and the private industrial entities. These partnerships can create framework from resource sharing, expertise transfer, and exchanges, and infrastructure development. This cannot be done only by the state or only by the private sector. So they have to work together, close together. Such collaborations enable the design of targeted trainings program that address the immediate needs of the market while fostering innovation. For instance, industry partners can provide insight into emerging technologies and market trends, allowing educational institutions to adapt their curricula accordingly. Furthermore, joint investment in training facilities and the resources ensure that programs are equipped with the latest technologies and best practices. So additionally, public-private partnerships, PPP, can facilitate access to funding and grants, thereby expanding the reach of trainings initiative. By working together, stakeholders can identify and address skill gaps, create pathways for job placement, and foster an ecosystem of continuous learning and professional development.
You are totally right, because here we are talking about the green hydrogen industry, which is still new. Not a lot of companies are risking I would say, to
invest.
bet on this technology. That's why the support from funding organizations and from the government and a collaborative ecosystem is critical to the success to this mission. Another actor that needs to be part of this discussion is the academia. So Dr. Hein, from your expertise, I think you have a presentation, so if we can have it, please, and share with us what are the best practices in your reading of entrepreneurial attitudes to be taken in the academic world.
So, thank you very much for introducing. You spoke, Mr. Ashraf. You spoke about the private and public sector, and here to complete what we call the triple helix model, the academic sector is a key part of this triangle in order to drive sustainable development in territories, and that's why here as part of APCUR Institute, where we consider where we work on the knowledge economy, and we consider knowledge as a journey that leads into innovation, into generating solutions for our environment. So just to move forward. So yeah, I wanted to speak about the global context. So I think we all know that we are living in the era of knowledge economy. So after the succession of different industrial revolution, first, second, third, fifth, fourth, and now the fifth, where knowledge and intellectual capital or intangible assets are becoming the more valuable assets in every company. So that's why we have companies like Amazon or like Facebook, Meta, that are having data as their core assets. And with those assets, they could reach levels of capital that are exceeding the PIB of countries like Belgium, for example. So now we know that the intangible assets and intellectual capital is what makes countries, companies, and governments stronger. And beyond that, as we are now sitting at this Power2X summit, beyond the knowledge, beyond the data, beyond the intellectual capital, what makes really the empowerment of countries is the ideology they lead towards climate change resolutions. And that's why, I mean, we could see here some notes from OECD, from World Bank, from World Economic Forum, saying that the knowledge become the major driver of economic growth, and also showing that the world has known crisis that made it crucial to rely on knowledge, on innovation, to cope with the uncertainty of constant change in environment. So that's why I'm happy to see that my country, Morocco, are putting all this investment to lead this ideology about climate change, and to be pioneer in taking decisions and taking actions related to the Power2X action. So speaking about the value chain of sustainable value innovation, so it's a value chain that's usually started, it's a loop that started from recycling, designing, production, manufacturing, distribution and consumption, and collection, and again collecting waste in order to mix it with the raw material to recycle, design, and so on. This capacity, this is what is needed to build the capacity building across the Power2X value chain. And here, where universities are called to partner more than any time before with the private and public sector in order to ensure this innovation governance within territories, and to ensure to be not only source of solutions through the students, but also a real actor to reshape the way how jobs are created, the way how industries are shaped to ensure this sustainable innovation. And in order to be able to do this, one of the approach we need is a holistic approach, is what we call, innovation jargon, the ecosystem approach, which is mainly built based on 6 main pillars, which has first the knowledge, or knowledge which is linked to the human capital, because at the end of the day, knowledge is put in the mind and in the of human who forget about the AI, because now we speak about the implicit knowledge that ChatGPT or AI cannot imitate. Implicit knowledge that's based on in human interaction. The reason why we are sitting here and sharing this knowledge is because we are not robots, and because we have been through experiences, and we are keen to share this. We are sharing some values that make us reliable to share this kind of expertise. So we have the pillar of knowledge in this ecosystem, because we build an ecosystem, we don't create, because it's something we grow over the time. So the knowledge pillar, then the support, so everything that it takes, projects and students and that are bringing solutions to convert it into business ideas, to startups, spin-offs, or even projects in their own, the companies where they will work. They need to be supported, they need to be mentored by experts, and they need also to be helped in order to convert this idea they got from this knowledge into prototypes, into MVPs. Then the third pillar, which is funding. So this needs, once we have a prototype, we need funding to grow it and to put it into a better scale. Then the fourth pillar, which is markets. So we help those students to access to the market, to bring their innovation to the market, to market it in the territories. Then the fifth pillar, which is for me the most critical, which is policies. So being aware of the policies happening in the country, and on the other side, with a bottom-up approach, letting know policymakers what students and what entrepreneurs are facing in order to be able to implement the solutions for climate through entrepreneurship and through innovation. And sixth and last but not least is the culture pillar, which is everything that it takes to nurture the entrepreneurial and innovative culture within territories. So all the events, conferences, the conversation we are having now, it's part of this culture pillar, because we are sharing knowledge, we are nurturing this spirit of entrepreneurship, of innovation within a big audience. The competitions, the events, the conferences, everything that takes it to prompt the local culture towards more entrepreneurship and innovation. So this leads me to the entrepreneurial orientation skills, which I already spoke about before. And of course, leads me to finally share some references about the role of university that grows within the time from institutions for knowledge transfer or knowledge dissemination, then to with the teaching, then another mission that was affected, which is the research, so knowledge creation. Then a third mission has been affected to universities, which is innovation and the commercialization of knowledge. So from disseminating knowledge to creating knowledge to commercialize knowledge, now we are speaking about the fourth mission of universities, which is being part of this climate change ideology, and to be source of solution, and to be in a position of decision making as the public and private sector, and that's what university should be positioned to have this ability to influence the policymakers and within this bottom-up approach. So I hope I answer your question.
Absolutely. And the great thing about what you said, Dr. Hind, is that this is not just slides, this is reality. So University Mohammed VI Polytechnique is a partner of this summit, and it takes a quick visit to the site in Belgrade to see the huge infrastructure and how much the university is already driven into this entrepreneurial mindset. We are in Marrakesh. University Qadi Iyad is worldly known for AI, and our Moroccan students are recognized outside. So what you propose is important. It's already done and needs to be developed further. Yeah. And this takes me to an international collaboration experience. So Sunday, I know that South Korea and Morocco have collaborated on a task project. So what can you tell us about the importance of international collaborations, and especially what lessons from the South Korean experience to be transferred to emerging markets?
Okay, let me start. Let me introduce myself and my company. Once again, my name is Mr. Michael Cho from South Korea. I came here as a representative of KTC. KTC is a Korea Testing Certification Institute, which has been providing testing and certification services as a government-related agency for more than 50 years. My key role and responsibility is to plan and develop the international cooperation project. Today, I'm going to share with you experiences and outcomes from the project I'm in charge. Two years ago, in 2022, KTC have launched the new international cooperation project with RESON. This project's title is TASK. TASK means technical advice and solutions from Korea. This project's main objective is to help Morocco to achieve the 2030 National Renewable Energy Strategy goal. The first year, 2022, me and Korean team visited Morocco 3 times and interviewed with almost 20 Moroccan companies. Through the questionnaires, we were able to categorize the technical difficulties the Moroccan companies have in the solar sector. Back to Korea, I had a workshop for recruiting the Korean experts who can provide and share their expertise with the Moroccan companies. We'd finally recruited the Korean experts in 2023 and 2024. I visited Morocco 3 or 4 times per year and conducted the technical consulting for Moroccan companies. And also we held a business forum in Belgrade Green Energy Park. It's kind of good training. Korean experts as lecturers share their advanced expertise with the Moroccan companies. While leading the technical consulting for 1 year, 2023, I felt that some Moroccan companies don't have any interest in the similar contents were in the limited solar sector. So me and Madam Skyner from RESON, we have decided to extend the scope from solar to renewable energy sector. And then invited new Moroccan companies such as OCP Energy and Innovex. As you know, these 2 companies are closely oriented to Power-to-X. OCP Group is the biggest company in Morocco and produces fertilizer using ammonia. According to the demand for carbon neutrality worldwide, OCP wanted to produce green ammonia. Likewise, Innovex has been carrying out the multiple projects related to green hydrogen consigned by OCP. According to the participation with new companies related to Power-to-X, I also invited new Korean experts like an electrolyzer manufacturer, GPelos, and Hydrogen Safety Management Agency, KGS. Last June in 2024, there was an industrial tour in Korea for 18 Moroccan delegation. At the time, Moroccan delegation visited Hyundai Motor Studio and Hydrogen Museum operated by Korea Gas Safety Corporation. You know, Hyundai Motors have invested on development of hydrogen system for more than 20 years and is the #1 hydrogen car maker in the world. This April, Hyundai Motors had visited Marrakesh to check the feasibility on the installation of the hydrogen fueling station. And the Korean Gas Safety Corporation is only one agency managing the industrial gases, such as LNG, LPG, and hydrogen in Korea. Through the industrial tour in 2024, Moroccan delegation could learn the advanced technologies of hydrogen in Korea. While leading this project, I made an effort to bridge Korean companies with the Moroccan companies to create the new business opportunities. Taking this opportunity, I would like to express my gratitude for two Moroccan companies, Energy Handle and Jet Energy. Two Moroccan companies made one team with a Korean EPC company, the BK Energy. This Morocco-Korean team jointly participated in the bidding for the floating PV project in Tangier. Lastly, I would like to briefly introduce the recent successful case created through the task project. 2 weeks ago, there was an inauguration of the installation of Media PV on Bangri Green Energy Park. Media PV is a new concept of PV module, which is generating electricity at the same time can function as a media facade. Leading task project Erosion and Korean PV module manufacturer Hansol Technics signed an MOU. Now they will start the joint research on the reliability of media PV in the environmental of American climates. Okay, this is the end of my presentation. Thank you for your attention. I hope my contents will be very helpful to you. If you have any questions or interest in my topic, feel free to contact me anytime. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Michael. What is interesting to cite is that South Korea as a country is really a role model. Back in the 60s, South Korea and Morocco were exactly at the same GDP. And it's great to see the country having invested in education, 100% education. And it's great to see this collaboration between the private sectors, between the research institutions, also the cross visits, and definitely this kind of exchange of expertise and know-how. And especially you talked about bidding together for projects. These are the kind of concrete things that can foster this technology transfer and cross-collaboration. So whenever we talk about talent development, we cannot exclude diversity and inclusion. Inclusion from different skills, different backgrounds. So I know, Maya, that you are fond and you have your heart through the foundations you manage into this topic. How is it important and how can we develop diversity and inclusion in that value chain?
Thank you. Well, it's very important because I believe that innovation is a collective intelligence. So we should promote, collaborate, and educate. And promoting diversity in this sector, this is what we do with Women in Green Hydrogen. It is an organization which is born in Berlin, founded by GIZ. And it's growing internationally, and today I'm very happy and honored to be here thanks to our partners, the organizers, and to represent Morocco and North Africa. It's our first step. And what do we do to promote diversity in this sector? We do have a huge network. It is raised actually in a time where young women were looking for a job, and then the network would help them for that. This is how it began. And then it raised thinking, okay, in many events we see panels, not like today, we are like 3 women here, but it would be nice to be mixed up. So we do have an expert database where I invite you to, you are already there, and to put your profiles. So this way, organizer can also invite you to speak in a panel, or so we have this expert database. We have a mentoring program, because I think also this is a good way to show that learning is also coming from there. And we do also organize events, so to tell about us and what we do. And of course, we collaborate, and I think I would like to give an example for STEM education, because this is where it begins, and to allow also young girls coming from different backgrounds, also from the beginning to be in this sector. So we do with H2 GP, Grand Prix, we do racings, actually. We do racings with hydrogen cars, yes, little ones. And so I would invite you to come and try it. We are having a booth here. That's why I don't have any presentation, because I thought maybe you just tried them. So what we aim at that is, again, to promote and to invite them, our partners, because it's a collaborative effort we have to do with governments, with regions, with education institutes. So all together, also, of course, with the industry, we do have also some sponsors helping us with that. And all together, of course, we organize this racing. And what does it mean? The students learn very early teamwork, and also to assembly a car, to understand how to produce green hydrogen with the mini electrolyzers, and to store it and to use it. So all in one, learning and promoting, I think, from the beginning, also integrating everyone, so we can all grow in this sector together.
Thank you very much, Maya. What you shared is music to my ear, because I was invited to moderate this session in my capacity as a president and co-founder of ISTEM Morocco, A Girl Today, a Leader Tomorrow. So we work also on empowering little girls from the age of 8 to 18 to be inspired for future STEM careers. And I love to hear that this is what you do as well, part of the infrastructure. So we've heard about the public sector and the public-private collaboration, the academic sector, international collaboration. And I would like to honor also the work that the civil society does with little means, but the multitude of these initiatives and platforms for mentoring, for discussion, is the kind of initiatives that create this conducive environment to inspire the future generation. The racing part is, though, very interesting for me as well. I'm a rally racer, and I would love to come and check the hydrogen. This is something that maybe Morocco could take the lead, because during 2017, just following COP22, you know, Morocco hosts every year Rally Aïcha de Gazelle. It's a racing, international racing rally for women. And that was the first rally that introduces purely electrical cars for racing. So it's great to hear about hydrogen cars capability. And these are the kind of initiatives that can be started with pilots, and then it evolves and it becomes an industry. Especially, as we said before, the green hydrogen industry is a little bit tricky. So if we take the car and the automobile industry, for example, Tesla today is not going for hydrogen. Toyota is going for hydrogen. So we have those big players. You talked about big players in the data environment. We need on a global level to be also listening to what the big corporations are doing and where they are heading. Because at the end, for any industry to develop, there needs to be a common sense and a logic end to end. So maybe just a final round of last words, what would you like for the audience to take away from this panel discussing about how do we upskill on the journey of Power to X and developing a green hydrogen ecosystem?
So thank you so much. So we talked about different skills for producing hydrogen, green hydrogen, but we forgot one important skill is to mention. The skill is the desalination, water desalination, because this is the input to produce hydrogen. Actually, we talked about hydrogen technologies, about renewable energies, but we need raw material. Raw material is water desalination, but actually all companies or all technologies work with water desalination and pure water. Or not only water, but pure water. So high quality water. But some institutes and the universities actually works on the use of saline water. And this will have a direct impact on the cost of green hydrogen. And this is the good news for today. So
thank you very much. That's true, Mr. Ashraf, because to produce hydrogen, we need H2O and a process that separates the molecules from oxygen. Thank you.
So for me, my last word would be again about emphasizing about the role of universities. As you said, there is UM6P. There's not also UM6. There's also other universities. Like I saw here, Al Akhawain, Université Euromed, public and private and semi-private sector that are all contributing to escalate this role of universities to make research and to also value the intellectual properties that are generated out of the research and the projects of the students in order to put it into practice for the ecosystem and to create value out of it. It's very important, as Maya said, to adopt this collective intelligence within multiple actors to go out of competition to what we call a co-petition posture, because we are here all sitting to find solutions, how to upscale and how to prepare better human capital for so our country can be able to face the climate change challenges within the Power2X era. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Ain. So cooperation instead of co-petition. Mike, maybe a last word.
Okay, I would like to say in the perspective of the international collaboration for emerging countries, the build of expertise across Power2X value chain. Emerging countries have to carefully review the strategic goal of the donation countries. For example, the Korea is nowadays trying to expand the huge amount of fund into the international cooperation project towards climate change. But some experts in Korea say that knowledge transfer or sharing for green hydrogen and green ammonia is not the fundamental objective of ODA, the Official Development Assistance. So in my opinion, to build the expertise for Power2X value chain, especially for emerging countries, had better focus on the international joint research program. This is a bilateral research project with developed countries such as Germany, Spain, and Korea. International joint research program is not an ODA. Some project might ask for the co-funding for both parties, but nevertheless, it would be very helpful to strengthen the expertise across Power2X value chain. That's all.
Thank you very much, Michael. Maya, last word.
Always the last, and everything has
not the least
has been said. Again, collaboration and cooperation for me is really essential. And so I would say also internationally to see and learn from each other. I think that's really essential, yes.
Okay. So maybe to close up, thank you very much for all these insights. Morocco is deeply committed to the green hydrogen path, fostering and bridging collaboration between academia, public-private sector partnerships, international collaborations, and including the umbrella of diversity and inclusion in this topic. I hope that this was useful. I wonder if our audience has any questions for our speakers. If not, thank you very much. And you have a question? Very quick one, please.
Thank you very much for the insights. They were very helpful. And I see you mentioning the importance of universities. I was wondering, in your opinion, what a researcher is missing to be in alignment with these movements of hydrogen or power-to-X value chain?
So maybe a question for you, Hind?
Your question is about
what research topics are missing so that we move towards that wave of green hydrogen?
I meant more a researcher to be in alignment with these movements.
Okay, so from the perspective of students, researchers who are in universities, what they're missing in order to be aligned with what is happening now. So as I spoke before about this holistic approach, the ecosystem approach, where ecosystem needs to be built, or it's being now built in universities, set of knowledge, support system, access to finance, access to market, advisory and regulation, and also the culture pillar. For me, I think what is very important is to put students and researchers in the center by involving them in most importantly in the initiatives, the national, the public, private sectors initiatives. So we need to give the floor, we need to give them the lead in order to be part of big initiatives like what we are having today at Power2X Summit, and all this presence of universities, of students that are here, and you, I would assume you are a researcher in
yes,
exactly university. So it's very important to involve students and researchers in these kinds of events. I think what should be done, maybe, I mean, Power2X was, I know from the beginning, was a research project initiative. I think it was a conference for research in the beginning. Mm-hmm. So I think it's very important to keep involving students to announce or to organize call for papers for students who are already working, so that they can get feedbacks, not only from academic professors, but also from the practitioners who are in the sectors, who are working day to day on the technology and developing this project in the reality.
Thank you very much. Just by respect for the next panel, I would invite to continue engaging with our speakers when we finish. Thank you very much for your attention. Thank you very much.